Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear students, we are arriving at the second chapter of uh, this learning Arabic language of the Quran, and this is one of the most important chapters so far as the language of the Quran is concerned, and of the Arabic as a whole, I would say. This is the number, how we deal with number. I would repeat that I discussed in the last uh, lecture that the subject matter of Arabic grammar is declension of nouns. When a noun is used as a subject, when it is used as an object, when it is used as an object of preposition. For example, from home to house. Min al bayt ila from home to masjid. من البيت إلى المسجد من البيت إلى المسجد. So the subject matter of Arabic grammar is the declension of nouns. When noun will bear kasra, when a noun will bear zamma, when a noun will bear fatha. And when I say that when it bear, it means that we are talking about the last alphabet, the last letter of any word. For example, baitu, baite, baita. This puzzle of harakat and al-i'rab, what we call al-i'rab. When we say baitu Zaidin, house of Zaid, baitu aliyin, house of Ali, isn't it? So things are going like this. So kitabu Zaidin, book of Zaid, kitabu Zaidin. There is dhamma, there is single dhamma on ba of kitab, kitabu Zaidin, and there is dozer kasrain on the dal of Zaid, on the dal of Zaid. And why it is so? Because Zaidin is muzaf ilay. Muzaf ilay is always maksur, is a rule, and kitabu, it's muzaf, and muzaf is, it is a particular book. It's not any book, it's that book which is possessed by Zaid. So it is definite. Whenever there is single dhamma, there is single fatha, there is single kasra on the last letter of any word, especially noun, I would say, of any noun, it means it's definite. But how it becomes definite, that is a puzzle that is to be understood. Now we'll move ahead. So far as the number is concerned, we have al-mufarrad, that is singular. Al-mufarradu, since it's the subject, we say al-mufarradu. We won't say al-mufarrada, al-mufarradi. No, that's wrong. We'll say al-mufarradu, because any word in its single position, it's subject. it's understood. Now there is dual, what we say al-mustanna. Al-mustanna, it means dual. There are two, and it is a specificity in Arabic grammar. We have dual in number also. Plural, we have al-jam'u. The dual is formed by adding the suffix fatha, alif and noon with kasra. See, in the braces, we have alif and noon zerne, and we have dash, and over this dash there is fatha. It means on this dash there can be any letter, but alif and noon zerne, it remains constant. It is in dual. But we have accusative case. I said what accusative case is. I said what genitive case is. Halat jar, when there is object of preposition, we say, of any particle in general, I would say, especially of preposition, what we call harf jar in Arabic grammar. That for example, min al bayti, this bayti, al bayti, due to min, it was baytu. Any noun is subject in its single form, independently, without being in combination with any other kalima. It is subject. What we say, it's al baytu. When we add min to al baytu, it becomes min al bayti, isn't it? Min al bayti. So this is the al bayti. This is in the genitive case, and this is also called as majroor, because it has been changed from to ti due to the addition of min. Min is harf jar and bait becomes majroor, and this majroor we say it is in the genitive case. So likewise in numbers we say that if there are two persons, two girls, what would be their structure in a subjective case, what would be their structure in accusative case, what would be their structure in genitive case. This needs to be understood, this needs to be memorized, because this is the base of what we are going to learn throughout the language of the Quran. Now in the nominative case, what we say, halatu raf'i, halatu, it means it is muzaf, ar raf'i, it means muzaf ilay. So we say halatu raf'i. Every sentence, हमें जो भी sentence मिलता है, every sentence, every phrase that needs to be analyzed grammatically. Why there is some fatha, why there is dhamma, what is the cause, what is the reason. If we think, for example, when I see any sentence of the Arabic grammar, I just analyze it first. Why there is fatha? What is the declension of the nouns that are included, that are visible in the sentence, and fatha, halatul rafa, and fatha in the halatul rafa, and sukoon, and noon with kasra. That is ni in both the accusative and genitive case for masculine nouns. So far as masculine nouns, it's same, isn't it? This is dash, and below dash there is kasra, and there is sukoon, there is jazm on ya. We write jazm as a circle also, especially it was earlier like this, then we shifted to half of circle like jazm. And how we will understand this, look at the table, examples of masculine duals. It is halatul raf'i, two Muslims, muslimani. When we say two Muslims, but in the nominative case we would say muslimani, adding alif and noon zerni, and before that it was muslimun. First it was muslimun, because there are two dhammas. It means, I said, dhamma implies subject, zabar implies, fatha implies object, and kasra, that is zair, that implies genitive case, object of preposition, in every way, in every situation. Now muslimun, it's in the nominative case, it's evident. Now if there are two Muslims, how can we say in the nominative case muslimani, adding alif and noon zerni, and before that there will be kasra, there will be fatha. For example, muslimani, there is zabar on the, you can say on abu in the braces. What is that? Now in the halat nasb, in the objective case or accusative case, we say musliman. For example, musliman, it is object is, it was muslimun in the original form, but it changed object. Now there is do zabar, there is fathain and plus alif. This is the formula, and it means musliman is object because it has two fathas and plus alif, but it is in the singular case, a Muslim, but it is object here. Now if there are two Muslims and we are using this noun, is in the objective case, we will say muslimaini, and it will remain same. And on this meme, the last letter of Muslim, it will bear fatha and ya and noon zerni, muslimaini. This is the beauty, it is dual. Do remember, we are talking about dual, we have not touched plurality. Plurality means more than two, so this is dual. Now we say muslimin, it is the genitive case, there are two kasras, it means it's the object of preposition. Muslimin, when there are muslimaini, it remains same. Accusative case and genitive case, dual remains same in case of both genitive case and accusative case. But in case of nominative case, we say muslimani. This is to be remembered. Now examples from the Quran. وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ فَكَانَ لِغُلَامَيْنِ يَتِيمَيْنِ فِي الْمَدِينَةِ. وَأَمَّا الْجِدَارُ, and as far as it's the probably the surah of it is a verse of Surah Kahf, and as for the wall, jidar, وَأَمَّا, as for the wall, it belongs to two orphans. Fakana li gulamaini. See, li is preposition. It means gulamaini, it is the genitive case. And there were two slaves, two orphan boys rather. Gulamaini. That is why it is gulamaini. It's not gulamani, because it is the object of preposition. So it has become gulamaini. yatimaini, and they were orphans. Now see, here it is the murakab tawsifi. Gulamaini, it is mausuf, and yatimaini, their property, their sifa is they are orphan. So gulamaini, it is in the dual genitive case. Yatimaini, its property, it is sifa, it would also be in the genitive case. So it is ligulamaini yatimaini. It is not ligulamaini yatimani, ligulamaini yati, maini, yatimani. It's not like that. Yatimani, no, it is wrong. It is ligulamaini yatimaini because it's murakab tawsifi becoming here. So it is both murakab tawsifi because it's its future, it's its property, it's sifa. Fil madinate, in the city. Medina means city. For feminine, the nouns ending in ta, it is atta ul marbuta. This ta and ha written over ta, this is called ta marbuta. This changes to an ordinary ta in the dual. See, this is the point that is to be remembered. It changes to an ordinary ta in the dual. The suffixes ani and ain will be added in masculine duals. In masculine duals we know, but in this there is a little difference. We say muslimun, it's a male Muslim, but muslimatun, we add ta marbuta to Muslim, it becomes a female Muslim. So muslimatun, a woman Muslim, but this ta, what we call ta marbuta, that changes to ordinary ta in the dual when we change it to cases. See example of the feminine duals. Muslimatun, a Muslim woman. Muslimatani, this ta that changes to ordinary ta, and alif noon zerni, and there is fatha on meme, everything remains same. Only what happens that ta marbuta changes to ordinary ta. Muslimatun, muslimatani, it's halat rafa. Muslimatan, its object, a Muslim woman in the objective case. Muslimataini, two Muslim women. Now muslimatin, it's genitive case, an object of preposition we say. Muslimataini, two Muslim women, halatul jar. So this is to be analyzed like this. I hope this is clear. Do subscribe this channel and share so that many people listen and watch this video to clarify their concepts regarding. This is the first step, rather I would say, towards the memorization of the Quran and towards the understanding of the language as a whole. We need to go stepwise in order to make concepts clarified in this language. We need to move stepwise. جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب. See, جعلنا, we have assigned to one of them. لأحدهما, ahad means, hima means its dual. Whom, who means he, huma means they both, whom means they, more than two. Now جعلنا لأحدهما, we have made لأحدهما, to one of them. There are two. Ahad means one. Ahadihima, it was ahaduhima, but due to li, that's preposition, dal changes from du to di, it becomes ahadihima. It was actually huma, but that also changed, and it's not the subject matter of this chapter, and I have not explained that. I will explain only jannataini. Ja'alna li ahadihima jannataini. Jannatun, there is ta'i marbuta, it's feminine. It would mean that its object. We have assigned what we have assigned? Two gardens. It means these two gardens, it is object in this sentence. So it is dual, but it would be in the objective case. How it would be? Jannataini. It would not be jannatani, because that's nominative case. It's used, these two gardens has been used as object in this sentence, in this verse. It's not used as an object, as an subject. So it would be jannataini. Ja'alna li ahadihima jannataini min a'nab, that are of grapes, two gardens of grapes. Second example, waliman khafa maqama rabbihi jannatan. Waliman khafa, and for him who feared to stand before his fosterer, are two gardens, isn't it? And at many places it will be shown soon what we call mahzuf, what we call hazf. There are verbs in at most places in the Quran. Verbs have been dropped. Objectives and objects of the verb, they are implied, and their verbs have been dropped. It is at many places. It's the beauty of the Quran. And we see many objects in the Quran, objects of the verb, but verbs are disappear, verbs are dropped, verbs are not visible, but their objects are visible. And so far as this sentence is وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ jannatan. Now what is it? And for him who fears Allah. Waliman, liman means, li means for, man means who, khafa feared, jo dar gaya, maqama rabbihi. See the sentence, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not say who fears me. No, Quran says it's not, two gardens are not for him who fears Allah. It's wrong. Who fears the designation of Allah, isn't it? Maqama Rabbihi, who stands before him and given the designation, given the maqam of Allah. Maqama Rabbihi. What is the position of his Lord? He is the creator of the universe. He is everything. He is the source of everything what we see with our eyes. And this is ma'rifah. It's not ke ma'rifah of Allah, ma'rifatullah. وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّةً. And for him who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who fears his place, isn't it? His maqam, his establishment, rather, I would say. Jannatan, there are two gardens. Now, Jannatan, it is nominative case, isn't it? It is not accusative case. It's not genitive case. Two gardens for him who fears Allah. It's subject. These two gardens has been used as subject in the sentence. So it is Jannatan. It's not Jannataini. You saw two examples. At one place in Surah Kahf, chapter number 18, verse number 32, it's Jannataini. Why it is so, I explained. And in the chapter number 55, verse number 46, it is Jannatani. Why it is so? Because it's used. It was Jannatun. Jannatani, it is used as a subject. That's why it is Jannatani. There are two types of plurals in Arabic. Now we switched to plurality. We discussed duality. Now we switch to plurality. One is sound plural, what we call al-jam'u salim. Salim means it remains salim. It remains as such. I'll explain. Another is when it comes to plurality, that is broken plural. The al-jam'ul mukassar. It means it has been, kasara means to break. It means it has been broken. Why it has been broken, we will see. The sound plural, al-jam'u salimu. In the information of sound plural, the original form, the noun does not change. It has different masculine and feminine forms and is formed by suffixing dhamma or waw with sukoon and noon with fatha. That is una. See, waw una. I said dhamma implies subject. Dhamma approach to waw, isn't it? When we say u, it means this sound. When we say bu, this sound approaches to waw. It means una, it is subjective case. Muslimun is one Muslim, it's in the subjective case. Muslimuna, many Muslims, it is in the subjective case. There is waw, definitely, but there is, it is in the subjective case, isn't it? A nominative case. And in kasra, ya with sukoon and noon with fatha. Ina, for example, Muslimun, one Muslim. Muslimina, it is in the accusative and genitive cases to the end of the masculine nouns. Examples. Now, case is nominative, it's singular. Muslimun, Muslimani, Muslimuna. Single is Muslimun, and two Muslims, Muslimani, and many Muslims, there are Muslimuna, isn't it? This jama is jam'u salim. It is not broken. Just we added waw and noon zabarna. We added waw because waw approach to pesh. Do remember this. Ina, this approach to zair. This approaches to kasra, isn't it? Now Musliman, Muslimaini, Muslimina. Muslimin, Muslimaini, Muslimina. This plural in the genitive case and plural in the nominative case, in the accusative case, that remains the same. You see suffixes in plural, in dual, we just add suffixes. But how we add, we need to focus on that as I explained. For feminine plurals, fatha, alif and ta with tanween, dhamma, atun. As I said, muslimatun, this ta marbuta, this actually this is ha and two dots on it, it becomes ta marbuta, but it just changes to ordinary ta in when we change it to dual. Muslimatani, we discussed. Muslimatun, it means it is plural. Muslimatani, alif and nun, these are two Muslim women. Muslimatani, muslimatun, sorry, muslimatun, it means we say Allahumma gfir lil muslimina wal muslimat. Lil, it means its preposition. Muslimin, it is not muslimain, these are two. It's not muslimun, because that's a subjective case. We say lil muslimin because li, its preposition, and it is plural. The plural will come muslimin, because in the genitive case, the male plurality becomes muslimin, not muslim, not muslim, this uh, muslimun, because muslimun is what? Muslimun is subjective case. It is the object of preposition. It would be lil muslimina wal muslimat, isn't it? And muslimatin, yeah, muslimatun, muslimatan, muslimataini, muslimatin. Now remember, in this muslimatan, in this accusative case, this ta carries kasrain. Two zir kasrain. Muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimatan, muslimataini, muslimatin, isn't it? In the accusative case, feminine accusative case, there will be two kasras on the last letter of this plural. Muslimatin, muslimataini, muslimatin. See, muslimatin, muslimatin, they are same. In the genitive case and accusative case, muslimatin, muslimatin. This is to be noted. In the singular form, we observe that the nominative, accusative, and genitive case are evident by the haraka. In singular, for example, muslimun, muslimu, muslimi, muslima, it is evident, its object, its subject, and it's in the genitive case on the last letter of muslim. That's tanween, dhamma, tanween, kasra, that is fatha, fathain, tanween, that is kasra, kasrain. This is called al-i'rab bil haraka. Al-i'rab bil haraka. This is most important thing to be memorized, to be understood. Al-i'rab bil haraka. For example, we say al-kitabu, I gave dhamma to ba, it means I made it subject. Al-kitaba, I gave fatha to ba, it means I made it object, object of verb. Al-kitabi, I gave kasra to ba, it means I made it object of preposition. So it is al-i'rab bil haraka. Haraka means zabar, zir, and pesh. Fatha, kasra, and dhamma, they are called harakat, haraka. In the dual and plural forms, the i'rab are not evident with haraka. This is important point to be noted. That's why the author has included this, because it's most important to be understood. Haraka, it means they are not in dual. In case of dual, this i'rab is not evident with haraka. Why? It is evident but represent the nominative accusative cases with the use of letters, and letters are called huruf. That is why this declension of nouns in case of dual and plurality of the number, we say al-i'rabu bil huruf. Huruf, what huruf? Alif noon, vav noon, ye noon, these are huruf. And but their declension that happens, that takes place due to these huruf, due to these letters. That's why we say al-i'rabu bil huruf. See an example from the Holy Quran, chapter number 33, verse number 35. Innal muslimina. Inna, it means it's a conjunction, and its object is always in the accusative case. Innal muslimina wal muslimat. When there is conjunction wow, it means that this object will expand over all the nouns. Innal muslimina, it's accusative case. Wal muslimatin, accusative case. Wal mu'minina, accusative case. Mu'minu, mu'minina, isn't it? Wal mu'minati, accusative case. Wal qanitina, accusative case. Wal qanitati, accusative case, feminine. Was sadiqina, accusative case, masculine. Was sadiqati, accusative case, plural, masculine. Was sabirina, जो सब्र करते हैं, those who are patient. والصابرين, masculine plural. والصابرات, feminine plural. والخاشعين. See the i'rab bil huruf. I'rab bil, it was khashi'un, khashi'un, khashi'un. It means one who is humble, who is just to the ground, isn't it? Who is just soil, I would say. Khashi'un. Now it becomes khashi'ina. We have added ye and noon. It means it's masculine plural. والخاشعات feminine plural والمتصدقين masculine plural والمتصدقات feminine plural والصائمين masculine plural والصائمات feminine plural والحافظين masculine plural فروجهم والحافظات feminine plural والذاكرين الله كثيرا and those who remember Allah kasiran. Kasiran here is its adverb also carries two kasras, and it will be another chapter what we call al mansubat, al marfuat, al majrurat. I would say al dhakirina accusative case, plural male accusative case, wa dhakirati feminine plural. a'adda Allahu lahum maghfiratan wa ajran aziman. A'adda, Allah has prepared lahum for them maghfiratan, forgiveness, and what? Wa ajran azima, and a great reward. These all are objectives and carrying kasra, double kasra. It means these are objectives. See how clear is everything that I have explained. This is how when we move to the language of this beauty, to the beauty of this language, and especially of the Holy Quran, how Holy Quran has used this declension of nouns. This is amazing. This is what we can say, these things touch our heart when we recite Quran, when we memorize Quran like this. This is extremely amazing, extremely beautiful, I would say. And I would stop here because the chapter is becoming too long. I would just touch a little part of al-jam'ul muqassar, means the broken plural. Unlike sound plurals, muslim remained the same, but just we added waw and noon, muslimun. It did not break anyway. But in case of broken plural, we see, for example, kitabun, we say kitabun. It's wrong, it's not kitabun, it is kitabun, kitabani, alif and noon in the dual, kutubun in the plurality, because we say al jam'ul mukassar. The problem becomes, so far as the plurality is concerned, in the plural we say al jam'ul mukassar. Kitabun, kitabani, kutubun. Kitaban, kitabaini, kutuban. Kutub was in the this, and we added double kasra and alif in the accusative case. Kitabin, kitabaini, kutubin, isn't it? This is broken plural because it was kitabun and it just broke to kutubun. That's why we called it Jamal Mukassar. Do subscribe this channel in order to get notified from the upcoming videos. And if any doubt is there, we would have doubt clearing session also if the students are interested. I would also Medina book, that is quite standard text. If possible, I will try to upload Medina book. I would say, I think second part, because first part is quite basic. That's not worthy to be uploaded. So, and Tajweed classes, I would try my best to upload these things in quite a sophisticated manner. And if there is any doubt and there is any comment to be done, you are open to comment, you are open to criticize it for the sake of betterment, for the sake of improvement. And don't forget to share this video to those who are interested in the language and who find such videos in order to remain in touch with the Quran and with the language of the Holy Quran, as most probably, I would say. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.